Go ahead and call the meeting to order.
Rachel, Katie,
Here.
Sarah,
Here.
Doug,
Here.
Lori,
Here.
Carrie,
Here.
Jeff.
Here. All right, if everyone will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence for armed services personnel. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Are there any items to be added or changed to the agenda? Okay, correspondence and commendations. We have a thank you card to the culinary arts students and the staff for preparing lunch for the LOC students. Those are the Leadership Otsego County students that were here. Now we have recognition and acknowledgement. We have the Gaylord Robotics team.
It's okay, you guys.
You're
You
doing
guys are
excellent.
doing great. We're just excited to see what you guys are doing.
Hello, we are Team 31908, the Titanium Tridents. Our presentation members are me, Riker, Easton, Ian, Jesse, Nola, Garrett, and Drake. We may be new to robotics, but we hope to show you guys that we are ready to continue for the rest of the year and into next year. We are going to go on a few presentations. We have 3 in total, and then we will show you a demonstration of our robot. We will hope to show you everything we have learned and much more. Now on to Nola with how we worked about friendship and just overall leadership.
Our team was split into 2 main groups, the build team and the programming team. The build team made small groups for the chassis, the shooter, and the collector. The programming team partnered experienced and inexperienced programmers together so they could learn and work together. We had weekly meetings where we could learn and work together and solve problems. And now Garrett will tell you how we concluded our conclusion.
Okay, thank you.
In conclusion, we're proud of how much we've learned and the progress we've made with our robot. We've grown as a team, not just in skills, but in confidence and creativity. Thank you for your time. We're excited to keep representing Gaylord Middle School in future competitions.
Okay, now we'll look at a demonstration of our robot.
Are you guys, what grade are you guys, 7th and 8th or just?
Mostly 7th.
He's the
but
only
there's-
8th grader.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
only 8th grader.
Okay.
We've got like 3 more 8th graders.
Did you do it last
The
year?
entire team. No.
Okay, this is your first year too.
Yes.
So unfortunately, we won't get to see you next year, but the rest
Okay.
of you will get to see you next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is our first year of getting the team going. They did a great job. What happened was that as pretty much as soon as school started, the game was released. That was about 12 weeks ago. And at that time, then we learned the rules of the game, came up with a strategy, what the robot needed to do to perform that strategy. In this case, picking up balls and shooting them into a goal. And then the kids built it. Then we just finished our second competition on Saturday in Pelsby. The team ended up 11th place out of 36 teams.
That's good.
We were close. We could have won another match or 2 pretty easily, and that would have put us up into the top probably 6 teams where we would have gone into the playoffs. But the team did really well, and we got a 2nd place for the sustainability. So as a rookie team, that's a good sign that the judges think that we've got some good plans and ready for next year.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Can I just say you all did excellent on your speaking. That was really impressive that you stood up here in front of all these adults.
Yeah.
Good job.
We will now show you the presentation.
You might want to, yeah. Say, don't
Do you want your principal to stand up there?
So as you can see, we have basic mobility. And now we will show you our shooting.
amazing, you guys.
Why did it go like the right thing?
Incredibly consistent shooting range.
Incredibly.
Wow.
So how big is the goal that you're shooting into?
Maybe like that big.
Okay,
This big.
okay.
I feel like
You
I've
had to
seen
shoot it into
videos
like a basket.
Yeah.
TikTok
Yeah.
or something.
That's
Yeah.
Instagram follow. That's what it is.
Come on now.
It's a wiffle ball, Dennis, you can handle it.
Come on,
You
Dennis.
gotta squat down a little bit. It's not that high.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Great job, you guys.
That was excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Keck.
Now, do you guys take turns shooting and driving, or do you all have a
During
certain?
the season, we took a test to see who were the most experienced and inexperienced shooters and drivers, and we came down to 2 teams we have.
Oh.
I'm from A team, he's from B team. Some of our drivers could not make it.
Do you
Okay,
have to go retrieve the balls, like when, after you shoot them, or do you just get 3 shots?
Oh, we get multiple shots and it goes into just like a tube,
Okay.
and then they get collected at the end of the match to tally our score.
So you can reload it with more balls?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I thought you were limited to those 3.
At the front end, there's a.
If I'll show
That's it. Yeah, does that pick them up if they drive it? Okay,
Oh, you can drive around and pick the balls up.
that collects the balls.
okay,
Nice.
Wow,
all right.
that is so cool.
Well, thank you all, we'd like to shake your hand.
That's amazing, you guys.
Thank you. Congratulations this week.
Great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good job.
Good work.
This is amazing, you guys.
Good speech. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Good job. Thank
Good
you.
job, you guys. So exciting.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You.
You guys are welcome to stay, but you can also go home if you've got homework to do.
You know how like they
Do we
say
have
like,
high
know
school
your
things?
limits? Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we do? Okay.
I
So
could like
the 8th grader
decorate
next
it.
year.
I would be like sticker placement.
That's a hard act to follow.
all right, now we will move on to retirements. This is just a little something we've started it come to my attention that we didn't, our retirees that ended in mid-year, we weren't recognizing them until the end of the year, but we don't think they're gonna wanna come back. So those retirees that are completing their careers now, we're going to recognize them at this time. So first one I have on my list is Chantel Fennell. Corey, you have the floor.
Yeah, I got a couple things on my phone. And I'll introduce Chantel. So I want to take a minute to recognize
Chantel.
Fennell. You can come on up.
You can't get out of this part of it.
This is the best part. So I haven't known Chantel very long, but in my short time getting to know her, there's one thing that's been very clear to me, and that is that she deeply cares about her students and the arts. She's a passionate advocate for creativity across our entire school, and she inspires students to take risks and to apply that to their creativity in her classroom. She creates an inclusive classroom where everybody feels safe and welcome every single day, and every student feels valued. So I'm very grateful that I've gotten to know her for this short period of time, and grateful that she's been able to make such a large impact on our school community. And I want to wish her the very best as she moves forward with whatever her future endeavors are. So thank you.
You gotta go.
Oh, no,
You
no,
gotta
sorry.
shake. You gotta shake.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. My boys all loved you too.
Next up will be Lisa Stemke.
Gosh, you can't find a more amazing person, and I feel so fortunate to have had the opportunity in a year and a half to work with this wonderful lady, and we've built such a great friendship, and she's gonna be a sub, right? You will not find a better person to lead the school than Lisa Stemke, and when I say lead, I truly mean lead. She has served 27 years in the most honorable way for Gaylord Community Schools, and I asked a few students what they loved most about Mrs. Stemke, and comments include, she's so friendly, kind, helpful, and always smiling. Staff members refer to her as the most helpful in every way, a wealth of knowledge, Mama Bear, and positive, student-centered all the time. Staff members write, she is a member of the team who represents not only reliability, but teamwork, customer service, and the utmost care for everyone she comes in contact with. From managing the countless details of the daily school life to always greeting each of us with a warm smile, Lisa has shown us what true commitment, kindness, and professionalism look like. Her work behind the scenes has touched the lives of so many, and we are deeply grateful for the countless ways she makes GIS a better place. So we love you, and we're going to miss you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, Lisa. GIS will never be the same.
All right, unfortunately, Rhonda Davis couldn't be with us tonight, and that leaves.
She wants to be spoken about, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Rhonda is served honorably again in the Gaylord community for 30 years. She is one who connects with students in the deepest way possible and cares about students greatly. She assists them in reframing thinking, always willing to help and offer advice and support members of the Gesca community in any way possible. The students report that they love her so much, appreciate her, and will miss her deeply. If there is ever a theme or celebration, Rhonda is the one to organize it up. If you see the fancy shirts, the Gaylord shoes, she's making them and making sure we are all dressed to the nines. She's all about kids and goes above and beyond 1,000% of the time. Some of her students share she helps them, loves them, gives the best hugs, and is always there when they need them. Not a better compliment. She will be deeply, deeply missed, and we wish her the best in her retirement.
Tell her we said thank you, please. And finally, Cindy Huff.
Part of the reason I came back. And Cindy, just because you leave doesn't mean you can't come back. It works out. About 10 years ago, I became superintendent, and shortly after that, we hired Cindy. And when you hire people, I kind of found through my experience, there's usually two ways they go. And first, the first type of person is somebody that you really have to push to get out there. They're a little cautious at the beginning. The second type of person is somebody that you have to rein in. And I'm going to tell you something about Cindy. She's neither of those because I couldn't catch her. And thankfully, Cindy's intuition, her work ethic, her commitment to our school is top notch. And I've trusted her 100%. She a lot of times has taken leads on things and completed them and put this district in a better place. And she's somebody, when things get done a lot of times in front, people don't see it. They just see the final product. The work behind the scenes is what Cindy has done. And countless of times she's called me up and said, Brian, here's the situation. And she already has it taken care of. And she's already 2 steps ahead of us. And that's somebody that you may not think does the work, but she's been doing it, and she's going to be deeply missed. And I thank her for all her work, and in her work with Caitlin, I'm confident in Caitlin because Cindy has done so much to influence her. So I'm gonna miss her a ton. I know this school is gonna miss her more. So Cindy, thank you so much for everything that you did.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Caitlin, she's leaving some big shoes for Annie.
You got it.
All right, that is all the retirees we have at this time. We'll move on to our building updates. First up, Carla with the preschool.
You want center, offset?
That's fine.
Right.
You're fine right there.
A lot has been going on since we last met. We had parent-teacher conferences in preschool with over 90% participation from parents, so that was really exciting for them to be able to meet the teachers, see the classrooms, and talk about their children's progress. We also did a Thanksgiving balloon float parade through the building, which was a lot of fun. And for the holidays, we are planning to have, each of the classes are going to have a Christmas party in their classrooms. And we're also going to do a Christmas parade through the building. The kids come all the way down here, go through the offices, and they're going to sing carols this time. They're going to do caroling. So the children, the preschoolers are really, really excited about the holidays and the last day before holiday break. So that's one thing that we're really looking forward to still this month. I would like to nominate one of my teachers. I mean, all of my staff is outstanding. Like I think probably all of us could say about our staff here at Gaylord Community Schools. But one of them is a teacher that we hired last year. This is her second year. Her name is Lauren Erdman. And she has really gone above and beyond in the classroom. She always has a smile on her face, even when some of the little ones are testing the boundaries. And she's so creative, always presenting the lessons in new and creative ways. And the children just love her, the staff love her, because she's always coming up with new ideas and creative ideas that we can do as a team. And so I just really appreciate her and her leadership role among the staff and, of course, with the students in her classroom. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Diane?
Good evening, everybody. Lots of things happening at South Maple. Last Thursday, we had our Kids Night Out event, which is where we invite students into the building after hours. Teachers volunteer to organize activities so parents can go have a couple hours without their kids. And we had about 120 students attend, so that's a pretty good turnout. We've gotten really efficient about organizing and getting kids in and out of the building quickly, so that was a huge success. Coming up next Wednesday, we have our winter concert at the high school, so if you want some cute entertainment, that's the place to be. Our concerts start at 9 with kindergarten, and then our every half hour going through to 3rd grade to wrap it up at the end. There'll be snacks provided, so if you're interested, come on out and check it out. Stephanie Smith is our music teacher who does a fantastic job of incorporating instruments with the students, and it's a really good show. A couple of staff members I would like to highlight that have been just critical members of our staff this year. The first one is Susan Gallus. I don't know if you guys have ever talked to Susan, but she is probably one of the most dedicated people to get each and every student to read. She is very passionate about it, and there is not a kid in our building that she will not say has the capacity to read, and it's going to be her who figures out how to unlock that key to get that kid to be successful with reading. She's constantly researching, constantly looking at how we can do things better, and she's helped refine some of our systems. And she's just, the energy level that she brings to our building centered around curriculum and literacy especially is amazing. The next person is Dawn Dysig, who is the K-3 math specialist. So she is responsible for providing math interventions and support for both buildings, K-3. So she's technically part-time in each building, but you would never know that. She's always present, always available, and always trying to take our teachers to the next level. This year, she's really pushed hard to make sure that each student has an individualized math toolkit that has all of the materials they need at their ready, so they can have hands-on manipulatives throughout all of their math lessons. And then the last person is Tara Armstrong, who is one of our building counselors, and she has been the person doing all of the legwork to get our therapy dog in position to do some support with kids. And as luck would have it, we had some visitors in our building on Friday that were having kind of a hard time, and our therapy dog was there, and it helped really ease the anxiety for some of our kids. She does fancy lunches with students just to do something fun for kids. They invite their friends. They set this fancy table in our sensory space, and you would think they'd won the lotto. So fancy lunch is all the rage at South Maple. And she's recently set up this Caught Being Kind movement with our kids. So if you help a student or you pick something up, they get a certificate and they can go redeem that in the office for some Blue Devil bucks. So that's what's going on at South Maple.
What day did you say your concert
The
was?
17th.
17th.
Next Wednesday, yes.
Thank you. Celeste?
So at North Ohio, our kids' night out is the 12th, Friday the 12th. So it's very similar to what Mrs. Parker talked about. We're doing ours on a Friday. Parents bring their kids in. It's a couple hours. The kids move through stations. There's like a dance party station, and we feed them dinner. And then at, I think ours, I want to say 7:30, they start checking out. So just a fun event for kids. So another thing that we have done over the past couple of years is Lego Club. I think I spoke to you guys about Lego Club before. And we had just over 50 kids this year participate in this first go around with Lego Club. It was 2nd and 3rd grade. Our kids' night out, we have 165 kids slated to attend. Hopefully they can all make it. And our PTO, so just some more of the extras that our kids are getting to experience, our PTO took every student to the movies. The day before, it was Zootopia too. So the day before it actually got officially released, we got to get into the theater. It was all organized by our PTO. It was paid for by our PTO. Our kids got popcorn and a drink, and so it was a very exciting day for those kids, especially being at the theater where some have never been able to attend prior to this experience. So lots of fun for that. We too had conferences in right before Thanksgiving break, so that week prior to that. And we had a school total of 87%. Our teachers were really quite diligent about getting some connection with families. If somebody wasn't able to make a committed time, staff were calling. We had some staff that were staying, late into the evening. We had some staff doing early morning conferences, lunchtime, those kinds of things, just so we could get as many parents at a time that was convenient for them to be able to have a conference with the teacher about their student. And then 2 staff members who are new to their positions at North Ohio worked on a grant, Mrs. Massey and Mrs. Fortier. They worked on a grant through the Community Foundation. They were awarded that grant. And so some of those funds are coming in now. They're being used in our sensory space. They're being used to support students in a variety of ways based on student need. And so just to acknowledge, you'll probably see soon, Mrs. Massey is accepting a check from Neil as a chunk of that Community Foundation grant. So lots of great things happening at North Ohio.
Thank you. Carla?
I think it's just pictures. Some points of pride at GIS, we've really been focusing on student leadership. And Melanie Taylor, Shelby Smith, and Lauren Kirby have worked really hard working with our 6th grade students for them to embrace and share the amazing things that are happening in our school. So in the pictures in the top row, you'll see students leading Otsego leadership, or Otsego County, the leadership team, students from the county throughout our building sharing our points of pride. And we really just felt that our students had a lot to share, and they did such an amazing job. Pat Enders is also focusing on doing student announcements. I did have a sample. I'll maybe give it to Cindy and she can email it to you of a sample announcement. But the kids, we have specific kids who do announcements on Monday through Friday. So a group of them work together and they make the announcements where they highlight birthdays, a celebrity staff member of the day. They talk about an interesting joke. Mr. Gooch does his dad jokes. And then really they're less than a minute and it's really just highlighting the great things happening in the school, but really put on by the students. So focusing again on the students leading the building. You can see that same group presenting the announcements in the next couple of pictures. We also worked on our attendance. We had 90+% of our school participate in that. Really, our attendance initiative is working, and we listened to the students on a reward that they would want, and they wanted a dance during the day. In 4th, 5th, and 6th grades, that's like doing dances with a screen up front, not like high school dances. We're not getting there yet. And the bottom left picture is our Crushing It Award winners. Every class has a student that's crushing it this month, so you can see the 27 students who were crushing it, a picture of the dance, and then again, just more leadership opportunities. And then swimming, so we really just are thankful for the grant we received for all of our students to do swimming. We wrapped that up. Mr. Massey led that, and that's a big undertaking, and we're really just thankful for both students and staff and their leadership this month.
Thank you. Corey?
All right. So the first couple things I want to highlight are just some of our extracurriculars. I highlighted back in the beginning of the year that we've had a large amount of participation in our extracurriculars, which is huge for us, and it really ties the students to the school. As you can see from our robotics program, they kind of made my presentation for me, but they've been massively successful, and this is our first year having that program in Allow. Totally exceeding my expectations. I mean, typically when you bring a new program in, you're like not really sure how it's going to turn out, but I mean, with massive amounts of participation and then, taking 11th place out of 36, and they got the Judge's Choice Award, second place for the Sustain Award, and a badge for the highest scoring game in the event, which is massive. I think that's incredible, and I'm excited to see where it grows from here. I'm super excited about that. I want to talk about our boys basketball really quick. For our 8th grade teams, they have an incredible record. I think one team is 9-0 and the other's 8-1, which is exciting to see. And then our 7th grade teams have been pretty competitive, right around that 500 mark. So that's what we expect, is them learning the game and to be able to be competitive each and every day. And then our cheerleading is also off to a good start, which is also a very large squad. I was very impressed with how big that is. I want to shout out a few of my teachers in my building or staff members that have really been a really important part of our successful start to the year, but also I really thank them from my perspective coming in as a new principal. I have what I've assembled as what I call my leadership team, which consists of Zach Napont, Karen Bello, Angie Fitzgerald, Martha Berry, and Dave Smith. And they've been huge in anything from keeping me informed on things that I'm just not aware we do and can continue to do, but also, anytime we have some new ideas that we want to throw around. It's such a good committee to brainstorm, to bring me feedback, to all those things. So recently we've been working on creative ways to adjust our schedule for next year so that we can add more intervention times and more time for character building and stuff into our day, which has been huge. In addition to that, every month I've presented our staff member of the month, so I want to present that, who this month, for the month of November, was Ms. Trish Hills. And I think the students actually say much better than I do, so I'll read a few comments from our students about Mrs. Hills. So Leah Holloway says, Mrs. Hills is an amazing teacher. She respects all students and is super funny. My favorite thing about her would be her kindness. She lets you have fun in the classroom while still making learning a priority. Kennedy Smith said, she is determined to help kids in the best ways possible. Her teaching ethic is very effective to students, and I've seen a big difference in myself and my knowledge. She has fun and silly stories that go along with everything we learn, which I do. I've witnessed that. She'll have like these personal stories that just kind of like tie into the curriculum, but they really wrap the kids in. And then Anna Berry said, Mrs. Hills is a very kind and funny teacher. She respects us like we're on her level and that we're not just students. So that's what I got.
Thank you. Last but not least,
Just a few things. Want to start with some of our extracurriculars. Obviously, winter sports, they're underway. Basketball games started rolling out last week for the guys, and the girls are going to be picking up some games this week. And hockey's been underway, and wrestling's been traveling all over the place. So sports are going well, but fall sports, a lot of the state level accolades are coming in. And so just to highlight, our football program achieved academic all-state again. That was finalized today. And then we had one all-state team one, or team A, the all-state guy, Jared Benzinger, linebacker. So he was able to achieve all-state, so I wanted to recognize those from the sports world. But on the musical or the arts world, we had a number of honor band students compete at the District 2 level. So roughly 70 students compete for a spot, it's 18 schools. Gaylord represented 8 students, and so that was Justin Atkinson, Zach Gohl, Nola Griffin, Zoe Goodrich, Gabe Slough, Haley Madison, Wilder Nellis, and Colin Berlin. They were all able to practice with that honors state level District 2 band, and then they performed over the weekend. Fortunately, Colin got sick, so he wasn't able to perform, but he's got a very bright future musically, so I'm sure he'll have many performances ahead of him. And then I had just some other things to recognize. We started doing Staff Member of the Month as well. As we're recognizing our terrific teams, we thought, let's recognize our terrific staff members. And so staff were able to nominate, and the person that won November, they exemplify the Blue Devil Agreement, so they make sure their classroom is safe physically and emotionally. They encourage their students to speak up and challenge, and then they obviously work as a team. And so Jeff Burke was our first nominee and first person that we recognized at the teacher level. A lot of teachers nominated, so that's good. And so I wanted to recognize some of the other members that were nominated. So our counseling team was nominated. They've increased, FAFSA apps and going out and getting a lot of swag to recognize attendance and those things. So to give you some numbers, this time last year we had 11 students complete the FAFSA, and we're already at like 62. And then we've had over 50 kids apply. And so Mrs. Litzner and Mrs. Nash are going around putting either a FAFSA flag or college application flags on their lockers to recognize it. I think that's getting more and more kids. And with the TVs in our commons, it definitely is sparking more and more kids' interest. So big shout out to our counselors on getting that information out. And then I wanted to recognize all the members of our admin team. Our student council teacher liaison stepped down, and so our assistant principals have filled the void. And they really stepped up and transformed homecoming, and they're crazy enough to get involved in snowcoming. So good for them, because I'm not a dancer. All right. So, but they've got a lot of cool ideas, and the student council, they're listening to what the student council wants, and then a lot of it we're able to make happen. So that's huge. And then a big shout out to Mr. Cowper. He's our athletic director, making lots of things work in all great directions. Coming into a town, a small town like Gaylord is difficult, and he's already been able to make a lot of relationships and make a lot of things happen that were in the idea phase over the summer and already in the here it is phase. So just wanted to recognize all those folks as well. So that's what I got.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to public input. Just as a reminder, we have this public input, and then we have a second public input at the end. You can speak at either one. You can pass for now and go at the end. But first up will be Mary Black. You'll have 3 minutes.
First of all, I'd like to start out with a thank you. This information that comes from the building leaders is amazing. It's transparency, it's, for people who aren't actually have students in that building, it's really nice to know. And you guys have a very enthusiastic group, which is wonderful. And Cindy, it's just gonna be weird without you. And the other thing is that I have to say that I really like this new format with the superintendent over here. I think that's better. I think it's, this is just the way it should be. This is administration, this is the board, so. And the other thing is that, Dennis did talk about the changes that have come through for SEAB and health class and all that. And I am reading that we can, as a school, just continue on, you said that. And I just wanted to, I guess I came back to reaffirm that that is the way that's continuing, and if it's not gonna continue that way, that the school adopts any of it, that they be very transparent about what is, the changes are gonna be, because the SAAB board was really hard to get it going, and I think it's really good, and hopefully there will be no changes. But these guys, this is wonderful. I don't know whose idea that was. I don't know if that's the,
That would have been Mr. Craycraft's.
really?
Yes.
I'm surprised at that. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you. That is all the public input that we have at this time. So now we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have board minutes from our our committee of the whole on December 2nd and our closed session at the December 2nd committee of the whole. We have a treasurer's report, general fund and athletic fund bills in the amount of $3.4 million, cafeteria fund bills in the amount of $136,000, sinking fund bills in the amount of $18,000, and 0 prior period adjustments. That is the end of the consent agenda.
I will make a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Any questions? Okay.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
All right, we'll move on to new and unfinished business. Interim superintendent contract extension. It is recommended the board approve the interim superintendent contract extension for Brian Pearson through March 9th, 2026 as presented.
I will make a motion to approve the extension of Brian Pearson's contract.
I will second it.
Questions?
I had a question for Cindy earlier, and she answered it for me, but just for discussion purposes, because the current contract says through December 31st.
Yeah.
But because it's a mutual agreement, they said we don't have to change the dates.
Okay.
In case somebody looks back at that.
Thank you. Anything else?
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
All right, 2026, 2027 GEA contract. It is recommended that the board approve the 2026, 2027 GEA contract as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the GEA agreement 26-27.
I will second.
Any questions?
I just had one question, like at the addendum or appendix, I can't remember how it's labeled, but the example from like 2020 to 2021, is that what we anticipate doing again?
Correct, with the fund equity reduction.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah,
Okay.
exactly like that.
Thank you.
Yep,
I assume they ratified this?
Yep, there wouldn't have been on here, but they ratified it this afternoon. They had their vote, so they're on board for it. Thank you, Mr. Pearson and Diane, for getting that through and making it easier for our new and incoming superintendent. Anything else? Okay.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Okay, 2026 summer tax resolution. It is recommended the board approve the 2026 summer tax resolution as presented.
I will make a motion to accept the 2026 summer tax resolution as presented.
I'll second it.
Any questions on summer tax resolution? Okay,
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
2026 summer tax collection fee. it is recommended the board approve a $1 increase to the 2026 per parcel summer tax collection fee for Bagley, Livingston, and Elmira townships. This will result in a new per parcel fee of $3.50 for just these 3 townships as presented.
I will make a motion to accept the 2026 summer tax collection fee as presented.
Second.
Any questions on that?
I do have a question.
Please.
But I think you mentioned before the meeting that, did we receive a printout or something from these townships stating what the additional costs were to them?
You didn't
for
get any
tax collections?
information on,
No, nothing more than from that November in-person meeting.
and they just stated it costs more, or it's,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay.
We do have, yes, one of those I received the day of the workshop, but I do have some documents that I can share that show their estimated costs of summer collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
And some other information that we just found out is they have to collect these taxes whether we're on it or not. Per state law, they have to collect certain taxes, go to the state, they don't come directly to us. But if we were to pull out, they're still doing the work. So it's just not all on us, so. And that's requirement by law. Any other questions?
So is there any way that we could discuss this further? Like have additional time? I know Joe mentioned there was a deadline of January 1st, 2026, that he has to have something out to them, but I'm just wondering because they didn't give us much time to discuss this before bringing this to our attention.
This could be something that we could bring up at the finance at some point in time, because this question comes up every year. This is an annual thing that we have to prove for them to collect our summer taxes moving forward. So yeah, it's definitely something, and from at least one of the comments that we heard the other day, they may be seeking more. So Joe is kind of, I don't want to speak too much for you, but he's looking into what it would cost us if we can financially, if we opt out of the summer collection, will it cost us money? Will we have to borrow money? Because that would be the biggest thing. If we don't get that money in the summertime, then we can't make payroll going into the fall when school starts. So then we have to look at, do we pay the interest on a loan, or do we pay the money to have them collect extra taxes for us? So, but definitely something we could, and I know the one township that was threatening in a way, they are meeting right now, so it's kind of be curious to see what they have to say about this whole issue. If they want to go to the $5 that was mentioned by their supervisor, then we definitely would have to have a
Another meeting.
longer talk on this, yeah.
So if they said that tonight, if they decided tonight to go for more, then we would have to adopt a different resolution?
No,
April 27.
it's from Brian and Joe were just explaining, it would be an argument, but the way that we are interpreting is if we say, no, we're not gonna do this, they still have to abide by the $2.50. So in our opinion, we are being generous, nice, giving them another $1 to collect this. Now, I know you've heard from others that
I heard from another township supervisor from the township, another township that, they've done the math and at $2.50, they're breaking even if they're not making a little money on us, is what she told me. So, it's like, oh, interesting. So
and that could be why the other townships are saying, I don't wanna do it.
And I don't know townships, I don't know their budgets, I don't know,
Yeah.
pay and, all of those things. So I don't know why one township would have lower costs than others, but, yeah.
Jeff, do you mind if I interject?
Yes, please.
Our recommendation here, this is a short-term fix. This is by no means what we're suggesting we do for the next few years. So because of the timeline, December 31st timeline, we think this is a way to go. What we tend to think is we're gonna have one of those townships come up with something maybe significantly different. So this issue may not be over, but we think this is something we could basically live with for this time, but I think as a board, it's something we need to sit down and explore. Do we collect taxes twice a year, once a year? What's the fee, what's fair? It warrants a deeper dive. But this is just a temporary fix to kind of get through the situation, and hopefully we can come up with something everyone can agree upon that's not gonna break the bank and be fair and get us through this tax collection season.
And did somebody at our workshop say that like the state average is $3.50 per parcel?
$250, the state
State
will
average.
only
Right.
reimburse for $250. So if we pull out and we don't go with the $350, the state will only give them $250. That's it.
Carrie, there's a few other schools we looked at.
Right.
You're right on it. I'm not sure that every school district was questioned on that or gave input, but we do know that, we did some outreach and found that was a reasonable
Okay.
number to land on.
So if we approve 350 tonight, and this one certain township says, no, we want 5, where does that leave? Where does that leave Joe with getting his stuff in by January 1st?
We're thinking strategically, that's a good decision for our board to make, and that's why we're recommending it. Is the issue over at that point in time? I think that's where the discussion may start. But we think as far as a move for us tonight, that's a good sound decision for our district to make.
Hopefully they pass it and we move on. But to answer your question, Joe, a couple months to get all the information to see if we could, what this would cost us, and would that give you ample amount of time?
Yeah, yes. I mean, it's gonna take some research to know the pros and cons of collecting the summer tax versus not. As far as cash flow, as you already commented, what's that really look like? It's a big difference from what we've done for many years here at Gaylord Schools. So, right now, as Mr. Pearson said, the recommendation from us is to do this, because in order to collect the summer tax, we need to have those pieces in place before January 1st, right? So, if it all goes south yet, then maybe it's a special meeting yet for you guys, but we're trying to avoid that by doing the $350 for the 3 that are requesting, and that buys us time to then look into it for the long term on which direction we want to go.
Okay. Lori, does that answer?
It does, yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Anybody else? All right, so we're at a vote now, I believe.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
All right, Gaylord High School 2026-2027 Curriculum Guide. It is recommended the board approve the Gaylord High School 2026-27 Curriculum Guide as presented.
I will make a motion to approve the Gaylord High School 2026-2027 curriculum guide as presented.
I'll second.
Questions?
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Gaylord Middle School 2026-2027 Curriculum Guide. It is recommended the board approve the Gaylord Middle School 2026-27 Curriculum Guide as presented.
I will make the motion to approve the GMS 26-27 curriculum guide as presented.
I will second it.
Questions? Okay.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Leave of absence. It is recommended the board approve the extended leave of absence for Vicki Edwards as presented.
I will make a motion to approve the extended leave of absence for Vicki Edwards as presented.
I'll second.
Questions? Okay.
Katie?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Leave of absence. It is recommended the board approve the leave of absence for Cheyenne Ritter from February 5th, 2026 through the end of 2025-26 school year as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the leave of absence for Ms. Ritter as presented.
I will second it.
Questions?
Katie,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
Security System Monitor. It is recommended the board approve the Security System Monitor position as presented.
I will make a motion to approve the security system monitor position as presented.
I will second.
Questions on this new position? Okay.
Katie,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0.
New staff introductions. I don't believe we have any tonight. All right.
Before we, I'd like to, Diane Broviak, I think's in the back, I'd like to recognize, because when you settle a contract.
You can stand up, Diane.
Didn't see that coming. Diane did not see that coming.
It's about having good relationships and good people to work with, and, you know, Mandy and Joe and I and the GEA sat down together, and never did it feel like we were on opposite sides of the table throwing proposals back and forth. It was about working together, and part of that is, you know, Diane's here, and she's on her team, she's not on a separate team, and I think when you approach it with that standpoint, you make decisions that are best for the entire school system and everybody wins. So I want to thank Diane for her leadership with that group, and for the, I guess, thankful for the relationship that we have in this district.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you, Diane. I'm sorry, we don't have a baggie for you. All right, we have no more public input.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I will second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.